Okay, many people have asked me how the IELTS Appify app looks like, so I've decided to shoot a video of it. But before I show you this IELTS app in action, remember this IELTS app is now included in my IELTS class package going forward. If you join my class, you are going to get access to it. Now, if you register for the 26 November 2023 class intake, you get free lifetime access to it. This is my last class intake for 2023. But if you register for my intake from next year onwards, January 2024, you will get access to it too, but it'll only be a 1 month free access. Okay, so if you want to get free access for lifetime, please make sure you register very soon for my 26 November class intake. So let's see this in action now. All right, this is the home screen. There are two main parts to this app, this one and this one, which I'm going to show you. The first one on the far left here, you can take tests of individual components like listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Not just individual components, but also individual parts. Okay, so for example, listening, you can take, you can just do one listening part 1, or you can do listening part 2, 3, 4, or you can do 1, 2, and 3, 4, which I'll show you later on. For reading, okay, you can also do, you can choose between academic and general training, then reading part 1, part 2, and part 3. For writing, you can choose between academic and general training and writing part 1 and part 2, which is task 1 or task 2. And speaking, speaking part 1, speaking part 2, or speaking part 3. Okay, so let me just show you this listening component. So what we're going to do is that you can just work on listening part 1. You can even do 2 of listening part 1s, but this is what I'm going to do. Just like an exam, you're going to have 1 listening part 1, 1 listening part 2, 1 3, and 1 4, right? So we're going to do this. Let's do 1 part 1, then after that we do a part 2, then after that we do a part 3, then after that we do a part 4, okay? And then we're going to, first you have to write whatever you want to, okay, just to let you know that this is the actual test that you're taking. Maybe you want to write the date, up to you. All right, and then you proceed with the test. So
Section 1.
As you can hear this recording,
You will hear an estate agent talking to a customer.
So the recording will play just as in the actual exam, and then after you fill in the blanks with your answers, and then after that you can click this. This is what I call, and I'm not going to talk much about it here, but this is what I call the learning part of the exam. I teach this in my classes, all right? I teach a strategy and method that will help students not just take the practice test but actually improve, because taking mock tests over and over again, taking practice tests over and over again doesn't help you improve. But anyway, I'm not going to get so much into this right now, okay, because I teach and I kind of talk about all these different functions in the actual exam itself, right? So let's just go to the next one. It's the same thing, because we are now into listening part 2, okay? Then once you finish, you click the next button. This is the learning part, don't worry about this. Then you go to listening part 3 or section 3. Once you finish, you know, you can put all the answers in if you want, okay? Okay, and then go to section 4, part 4, and then let's just stop this right now, and let's go to the answers. Basically, the review section, it'll tell you all your answers. It'll tell you how many marks you got correct. So for example, this one will be part 1. You can go here, and this is part 1. I'll explain to you all the codes. This is part 2. Okay, your don't worry so much about this. I teach this in class. This is, like I said, it's a method that will actually help you to improve. But this is actually your first under test conditions, the answers that you put in. Obviously, I didn't put any answers, right? And then you see I put some answers, right? And this one's correct. This one's correct. So you got 2 out of 10, and then so on and so forth. Okay. All right, so there are explanations here that will tell you, very nice explanations. It will tell you exactly and show you in the transcript, the listening transcript, exactly where you find the answers, okay? So there's a lot of functions here. Like I said, this is not just to help you to test yourself, but also to help you to improve. And I've incorporated a lot of functions in this app that will help you to improve, because your purpose is not just to do a mock test, not just to do a practice test, but to improve, okay? And I explain all this in my classes. Now let's quickly go to the reading, Okay, so let's do reading. Maybe if you want to do reading part 3. Okay, reading. Let's just write something there. Continue on. So in reading, this is what's going to happen. So this is part 1, and you will have a timing of about 20 minutes because you have 3 parts and you have 60 minutes, so about 20 minutes. So you get to, just fill in anyhow so that you can see the marking system later. All right. Just anyhow fill this in. All right. Don't worry about this learning section. Continue on. All right. This is passage 2. Okay, let's just anyhow put some of them in. All right. And then this is part 3. Let's just put some answers there. Okay. Let's see. A, C, whatever maybe. Okay. And then finish. Let's go to the answers. So this is for part 1. Okay, as you can see, it's marked it for you. You got 2 out of 10. Let's go to part 2. Again, it's marked it for you, 1 out of 10. And then part 3. Okay, basically all wrong. Okay, so you got 0. So again, this doesn't just help you to take the test, but it also helps you to, you will know, it will be scored automatically. There will be explanations even. All right. So, we're kind of in the midst of doing this, all right? But normally what's going to happen is that all this, there will be like this, there will be explanations with yellow highlights, and basically you know where the answers are and why the answers are what they are. Okay, so this app doesn't just help you to test your level, but it also helps you to learn and improve, all right? So let's go back to this part right now. You can, and I'm not going to go through this, but you can take a mock test. You can take general training, or you can take an academic mock test, and then it will just be like almost a, same thing as you experience in a computer delivered test. I'm not going to waste my time going through this, but I think you've seen enough. Okay, so I hope you know a bit about this app, right? Of course, this is almost what you are going to get in the actual computer delivered exam. Now the speaking obviously is one-to-one with an examiner, but here I've incorporated into the app such that you can even do speaking with the computer. Okay, it's a wonderful way to test your speaking, even though in the real exam you will be speaking one-to-one with an examiner, but you can still practice your speaking here, right? Okay, so I hope you know a bit more about this app. I don't think there's anything like this online, and especially when I'm going to develop it in 2024 to, my goal is to make it one of the best testing and improving and learning apps for IELTS, okay? If you understand my teachings, if you've gone through some of my free classes, my master class, I tell you that there's a difference between just taking mock tests over and over again and actually learning and improving. So this app is not just to take mock tests, it is also to learn and improve. And I teach that in my classes, and I incorporate the features in this app. All right. Of course, this is all just a supplement to my class. Okay, I teach the strategies. You apply it also here in this app. But this is really good because if you take it, if you book my class for the 26th of November, you get free lifetime access. Now, I'm giving free lifetime access for a reason, because a lot of this needs to be improved. I'm still working on a lot of things to make it better and better. And once it's already released in its with almost everything already complete, then I'm not going to give free access. I'm just going to give 1 month access, and then my students, if they want to use it more than 1 month, they'll have to pay. Okay, so if you want, again, free access, please register for my 26th November class intake, my last class intake of the year. And if you want to find out more about this app or my IELTS or my PT classes, because I also do PT classes, and there's also a PT app, very similar, right? PT and exam is very different from IELTS, right? If you want to find out more, you want to register for my 26th November class intake, or you want to find out more about my classes, just WhatsApp me at +65 9768 1054. That's the best way to reach me. You can go to www.ieltsuniversity.com, or you can go to www.ieltssingapore.com. These are two of my websites. You can find more information. But the best way to contact me and to find out more about my classes and this app is to WhatsApp me +65 9768 1054. All right. Thank you for your time.